Welcome back to another chapter of the Elden Ring Guide. Today we're going to cover several small locations on the east side of Limgrave, including the Mistwood Ruins and Fort Haight. If you find this short guide useful, then please click the button thingy. Riding southeast from the Aguil Lake north side of Grace along the road, you'll encounter a group of wandering nobles. Take out the one with the torch first. Continue southwest of the bridge where you'll encounter some soldiers and a silver beetle. Destroy the beetle first to obtain the Determination Ash of War. Lead the enemies away from the bridge and defeat them on horseback. Patrolling the bridge is a Kaidan rider. He swings his dismounter sword only on his right side, so try to ride on his left side of his horse to attack. That was weird. Check the corpse hanging over the edge to obtain a smithing stone 1. Kill another Godric soldier at the end of the bridge, then follow the dirt path north and take out another group. Beyond them is another Kaidan rider. That was really weird. Continue following the dirt path to reach the Mistwood outskirts side of Grace. If this path proves too high resistance for you, then instead of crossing the bridge, head north and follow the edge of the Murkwater Canyon. As you ride past this tall ruin, you'll find an enemy camp. Be warned that the Kaidan riders can be particularly nasty. When done killing them, check this corpse to find the Armorer's Cookbook 1, which lets you make bone arrows and bolts. Directly east of this camp, you'll find a ruin falling into the canyon and the Murkwater Coast side of Grace. Riding Torrent, get on top of this boulder and double jump onto the ruin. Then double jump again onto the next ledge. There's a silver beetle up here you can attack to obtain a Somber Smithing Stone 1. But just be sure to dodge that explosion. Directly east from this location, drop down the ledge and head over to the Artist's Shack. The corpse on the north side holds a Smithing Stone 1, and you can examine the easel inside to obtain the Homing Instinct painting. The objective with this is to find the location in the lands between depicted in the painting, and then you'll find a ghost of the artist. For example, the location depicted here can be found south of the Dragon Burnt Ruins, where you'll find this ghostly artist who drops the incantation scarab. Back at the Artist's Shack, head east and double jump to drop from the cliffs without dying. Continue east and you'll find an abandoned graveyard with golden runes of several values. The corpse sitting on the middle grave holds the Fever's Cookbook 1, which allows you to craft sleep pots. Just southwest of this graveyard, you'll spot a large arc-shaped ruin creating a kind of overpass. You'll hear someone as you approach.
Hello? Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Haight, servant to the True Order and celebrated repudiator of the false. Oh, Erdtree, grant me succor. I want you to take back my fort. It lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. A knight commander from Stormvale took it. A fool, and plumb mad to boot. Simply obsessed with blood.
In this video, we'll make our way to Kenneth's fort gradually, and there are some other interesting landmarks along the way. Southwest of Kenneth's position is the Mistwood outskirts site of grace mentioned earlier. So if you followed the more combative path here, then this is where you'll pick up the walkthrough. Under the ruins where Kenneth stands, you'll encounter a party of demi-humans you can fight. However, with a +2 greatsword, it's more like a slaughter. The corpse in this area holds a magic grease you can use to coat your armament and inflict magic damage for a while. Continue northeast, leaving the road to investigate this hill. Destroy the red beetle to refill your Crimson Tears flask if needed. A giant troll patrols the dirt road, so avoid it by riding along this ridge to slip past it and into the Third Church of Marika. Under the statue, you'll find a sacred tear, and in the nearby basin you'll find the Flask of Wondrous Physic and the Crimson Crystal Tear. Activate the nearby site of grace and rest. In the Flasks menu, you can use the Sacred Tear to increase the amount of HP or FP regained from each flask use. You should also be able to speak to Melina.
Spoken echoes linger here, words of Queen Marika, who vanished long ago.
There's also now a menu option to change the mix in your Wondrous Physic. Here you can equip the Crimson Crystal Tear, which isn't the best tier but does provide an extra opportunity to heal yourself. Follow the dirt road southeast into the Mistwood Forest. The area is full of bears that are best fought on horseback. Continue on the dirt path until you come to the map marker. Quickly pick up the Limgrave East map and check the corpse under the tree scratching rune bear to obtain the Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 4. Directly east of this location you'll find the Siofra River Well. Inside is an elevator you can take down, but it's not recommended early in game. Next door you'll find a minor Erdtree with red beetles and tarnished golden sunflowers all the way around it. On the raised south side of the minor Erdtree, you'll find another basin containing the Spiked Crack Tear and the Green Spill Crystal Tear. Next chance you get, you should equip both these in your Flask of Wondrous Physic. Just a little further south, you'll find a wagon with a single demi-human guarding a corpse holding string. This is an obvious trap, however, as several more demi-humans lie in wait on the cliff above. Just east of this location, you will find a silver beetle you can kill to obtain the Ground Slam Ash of War. A few more yards down the dirt road to the south, you should hear a howling coming from the Mistwood ruins on the right. Be careful approaching this location as a lesser rune bear is sleeping within its confines. I recommend moving west along the north wall of the ruins to the back and work your way inward. If you angle your camera upward, you'll see the Howling Wolfman perched atop the central tower. Entering from the west side, you'll find a Golden Rune 2 on a corpse. Inside the central tower, you'll find a chest containing a Smithing Stone 2. Gold-tinged excrement and Latrina's lilies are also scattered around the place. Sneak over to the stairs the rune bear is sleeping on, drop down, open the door quickly, and collect the Axe Talisman from the chest. Whether or not the rune bear woke up, I recommend summoning Torrent and riding out of the Mistwood ruins and away as fast as possible. You just don't want to mess with rune bears, ever, even in a New Game Plus. Head east back to the dirt road and continue following it south until you see this glowing sign on the ground. Just a little northeast of this sign, you'll find a merchant.
Welcome, dear customer. Please, buy something. I'm hungry. I've been hungry so long.
Poor dude. Anyway, he sells several useful items, including smithing stone wands and a couple of cookbooks. He also sells up to 10 St. Trina's arrows, which afflict enemies with sleep. Return to the road and take out another group of demi-humans lying in ambush. Nearby, there's a ghost to speak to who bemoans the situation at Fort Haight. Just off the road to the southeast, there is a Site of Grace. Activate it and then use your map to fast travel back to the Church of Ella. Ask Kali about the howling in Mistwood and he'll give you the finger snap gesture. Fast travel back to the Fort Haight West Site of Grace and follow the road back up north to the Mistwood Ruins. Stand below the tower on the north side and perform the finger snap gesture to meet Blythe, an NPC who is important to a very long quest.
The name's Blythe. I'm looking for a man who goes by Darrowell. He fled somewhere nearby. Or so I've heard. Come tell me if you find him before I do. I can offer you ample reward.
We'll cover Blythe's full quest line in another video. Return to the Fort Haight West Site of Grace and prepare for an intense battle. Equip an area effect Ash of War on your weapons, such as Storm Stomp. When ready, ride Torrent East through the barricades. Get up the slope quickly to avoid being shot by the ballista on the wall above. Several Godric soldiers are gathered around the fort's entrance. Quickly grab the golden seed nearby and ride away from the fort, drawing the enemies into the field after you. Take them out on horseback. There's a mad pumpkinhead among them that you just want to avoid, and he's the only one who won't follow you inside. Head into the fort and sprint up the stairs to the left. Ignore all the items and enemies and sprint up the wooden stairs along the wall. Take out the pot-throwing enemy at the top and then prepare for... Okay, let's try that again. Take out the guy at the top and then dodge the Godric Knight's first 2 attacks. Use your Ash of War to interrupt his attack combos and don't rush in. Stay back and look for an opening. Bloody Slash is one of the best Ash of Wars you can get in the early game, and now it's yours. With the knight dead, you have retaken the fort for Kenneth. But you can defeat the enemies and explore if you like. Don't miss this corpse on the southern wall holding a smithing stone 1. And approach this lower level dark room with caution as there are more rats and pot-throwing clerics inside. You'll find the Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 6 inside. There's several blood roses in the courtyard, which helps us understand why the Godric Knight wanted to take over Fort Haight. Return to the upper level to obtain another blood rose, and then climb the ladder in the nearby tower to reach a chest containing the left half of the Dectus Medallion. We'll show you how to find the other half and reach the Altus Plateau the easy way in upcoming videos. Fast travel back to the Mistwood outskirts site of Grace and report back to Kenneth Haight.
I've been waiting for you with bated breath. Did you manage to recapture my fort? Now, here's your reward, as promised. Go ahead. It's all yours.
So the reward is kinda terrible, but Kenneth's questline continues in Elden Ring.
Would you like to enter my service? Very well indeed.
We'll cover his full questline in an upcoming video. I hope you enjoyed this quick guide to the Mistwood Forest and Fort Haight in Elden Ring. And if you did, be sure to click the like button. Consider subscribing for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next video.